It is as racist as any other country on the face of the earth. Name me another one.
I don't know, Saudi Arabia?
Name me. If you look at the history, of, once again, you're saying that based on the legend of American history. You don't know American history. You don't know.
I don't know Chinese history.
For example, you don't know that the entire electoral college was put in place so the South would have major control over who became president of the United States. Remember what Patrick Henry said? 236,000 blacks in Virginia as the country's being formed. There were virtually no blacks in the North. You multiply 236,000 by 3/5, you still get a really big number, especially when you consider the population of the colonies at that time. And so every black face in the South was almost an additional electoral college vote for the southern states. That is white supremacy.
What?
Right.
He said it was
So
white
I get that. But
supremacy.
I'm asking you as somebody who has studied this. You really believe that today, in 2019, you compare America to any other country on earth, we are the most racist?
Yeah.
No, I said as racist as any other country in the world. And I can tell you this,
Yeah,
the
pretty
federal
racist.
government, not just local discrimination or people not liking each other, the federal government drew red line maps of every major city in America.
I know that.
And then they enforced them. And you take a look at the red line map from Seattle, Washington in 1936 and compare it to the racial dot map of Seattle, Washington in 2010. The University of Virginia took a map of the United States. They took the results of the 2010 census and they put a dot
still
on the
going
map
on.
for every person identified
2010.
in that census. Different colors for different races of people. You compare the 1936 red line map to the 2010 racial dot map, and you will see that Seattle is as segregated now as it was then. The Kerner Commission in 1967, just 3 weeks before King was killed, came out with a report. And you may be old enough to remember it. Lyndon Johnson, we had just come out of the summer of '67, and Lyndon Johnson had this report, and it said, we are headed toward two societies, one black, one white, separate and unequal. And it had all of these problems with America. The Economic Policy Institute came out with a report 50 years to the day later. 50 years to the day. Blacks have made no progress compared to whites when it comes to employment, education, and incarceration.
Okay.
No progress in 15 years.
13%.
You tell me.
Yeah, 13%.
You tell me what it means when America's schools today are virtually as segregated as they were when Brown versus the Board passed.
Think about that.